That's our fault.
Anyway,
Okay, let's start with Brule, I guess.
Spectate rep.
You can do whatever you want. On offense, again, I like to talk about med and combo more so if you have questions and I need to specify something else, please let me know. But as med, again, this is a map where I stay in spawn for most of the time, at least until cart gets up to like here, and then I'll come out. So initially, as usual, you want to try to get your sniper pick. As soon as you get the sniper pick, it's going to give you more room to move, especially if he's just like watching now this line over here. Goes up port. Normally, you should be holding up here. So you're just gonna see
Robot.
now the flag over on the left side.
Hold on, Brule, you sound like a robot.
No.
Does anyone else sound like a robot?
I don't know. Do I sound like a
No,
robot?
you sound good. Okay,
How do
Brule,
I
say something.
sound?
It's just Brule.
Is she aware?
Your internet. How does it work?
Burlesque?
Brule.
Rules.
What?
Oh, later, lethal.
Can you hear us? No?
can.
Okay, yeah.
We continue.
Labby sometimes does it too. I don't know.
Are you sure it's not the tragic servers mumble?
Well, it would be everyone then.
It would be everyone.
Alright, fair enough.
I've seen it
Fair
happen though. But yeah. Brule, say something?
You seen it?
Still robot. How fast are you at typing?
Not fast enough.
Alright, I'm pretty decent at knowing the
Okay.
meta of this, I think. Like, I'll take over Brule for a second until our internet side stops shitting.
Wait, hang on. We gotta
Uh,
disconnect from Mumble and I'm thinking of reconnect.
Maybe. She disconnected one. Hello?
Can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
It just Mumble just killed itself and came back to life.
Nice!
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Alright,
Labby
so,
disconnected too.
As soon as
that's
you
weird.
said, "Oh, we sometimes have that with Labby," it's like, I have an excuse for that. And like, as soon as I don't know if you guys did that, but as soon as that, I just see disconnected in the bottom left of my screen.
No, I didn't hear that at all.
Okay, anyways, you were saying
anyway,
you
so-
get the card to there and then you get a sniper.
That's when your med comes out.
Okay.
So essentially, most teams are going to have their combo holdover left side here, so you can probably see a Soldier Scout roaming around this area. Most likely, the combo and NG, Sentry, everything should be up on this porch here. It's the most likely spots for everything. If it's something else, then you'll have to fight it accordingly. If their combo's holding over left side, it's really easy for you guys to kind of sack in and get that force, and then have your sniper peek up the main track line and get a pick as on their medic as they're backing out, because they get stuck over there and trapped off, and that's why I don't like combos to hold that side. Because you tend to have to overcommit if you want to go over that side. Once you just get your card up far enough, and a lot of times it's only the sniper that's really stopping you. Everything else, like, you can just push it pretty far. I like to have as a medic come out up these hills and just like kind of hug this wall here, because you don't have to pop any of this way as long as the cart's like maybe up to here and you guys are like spamming porch. Then your med's going to be able to walk up here, not pop, and then what you're going to do is essentially just directly Uber into them once you get like over here. At this point, usually the gun is either inside porch here, like he's moved it back from like the more aggressive positioning out here, or it's going to be back here, because there's a couple different sentry spots that you move degressively as they move on. So essentially, somebody go back to meet your med, spy check a ton here, because this is a really easy place to get dropped from. So as a spy, also hang out over here. It's easy to drop. It's also really drop if you go up tracks. This has happened to me before with my back turned. That's why I will just drop down and stab you. Like, there's nothing that you can even do about it. So I tend to avoid going under here when I have Uber as med because of that, and try to climb the hill. So we call this porch. You're usually going to be trying to Uber directly into them. I want to talk about defense so much more, but anyway, so just Uber directly into them and you try to get those frags, try to cut them off. They're only going to be able to back out through house here, so like going to these two areas, or they're just going to follow track. So if they follow track, there's like a longer sight line and you might be able to get some more picks. If it's in house, ideally try to trap them off and bully them. So if you can have somebody go this way as like you're Ubering and pushing through house and try to trap them, that could be really good because obviously not everyone's going to be able to be Ubered. Once you get the Uber fight out of the way, depending on how picks go, you can just keep pushing and take heart from here. Does happen a lot. I don't feel like first is too difficult to push, so it doesn't take you, like usually doesn't take you multiple Ubers to push it. Pushing through first, I like the combo to go through house if possible. It depends on where the combo is holding. So the slightly better place I think for combo to hold is going to be in house if they're on defense, but presumably most people won't be here, so most people will just be holding up the more passive spot on second. In which case you really just want to be following track. So as Med and Combo will be standing around here, have people spam up. You're going to be fighting most likely the flank over here. So like, buff up your flank, send everybody over here, and then just buff your sniper so you can get the pick on the sniper who's going to be watching either from like the right of the tree area or like just completely down tunnel. And sometimes they'll stand either like on this little porch right behind the corn sign because I think you can shoot through that corn sign, right?
You can.
Yeah, there's a sight line all the way down.
Yep, so there or be there. So you just want to work a sniper pick at this point. As soon as you get the sniper pick, then you can try to Uber up and keep trying to push car as far as you can because you really want to like on ramp essentially.
Server connection failed. The remote host closed the connection.
Shooting out bunker or out the main tunnel at this point. Another really good thing to do is if they're not watching it and your flank is taking control of this right side underneath pack area, you can push your combo through here if their sniper is down and not have to pop very far, and either Uber into them through in-house or right onto them, depending on where their combo is holding. So that's an alternative push that you can work with. This point, it's a little bit difficult to break though, and you really just have to keep trying different things until you get enough picks to make it work in your favor. So this can be difficult to pick, but it's also easy to like spam over this rock and get a force or get enough picks if you're working together enough.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I've seen combos hold in house on your right. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
How do we break that hold?
That's
Yeah,
what happened
it's a
last
very-
time you guys got wrecked on this map.
Yeah, and I've not usually had to break this hold. I've
quickly
usually
look
just
up.
been in.
Inside the thing. Walk in. Bit to the left. You can get up there as soldier. No, too down.
Nice. I don't know, man. Up there somewhere.
Up there. Yeah.
So essentially, trying to Uber directly into them or getting enough spam in here to get people injured or get fragged. So if you can keep spamming this house and get somebody like behind as you guys Uber in, that can be really good. But it's going to be difficult if they have like a pyro that's going to air blast your Uber away and like they're really protected in here. So what you kind of want to do is do that Uber exchange, get the Ubers out of the way, and then try to take control of this house area. You alternatively can try to ignore them and push the card up here, spam them through here, and then if you just keep the NG is still probably going to be back here, so you can just keep putting pressure on their NG and their flank, who's not going to be with the combo in this house, and it's going to make them split where they're looking, in which case somebody else can push while they're looking at you guys pushing up ramp. So it's like that split division of attention for them on defense is what you kind of want to do. So it could be a bunch of different things that you could do, but there's not any really good one way like I do for most holds that you can. I say that I can. That's how you break it, if that makes sense.
Alright, that's fine.
Unfortunately. See, I'm not a god at this map like I am at Swiftwater. So that's for offense. Once
That's only the first 2 points.
So that's true. Once they cap it, it depends on where they back up from, but I like combo to push through this bunker area. We call it this bunker is usually what we call
Is
it.
that toxic?
So whatever you want to call it. Yeah, toxic. There's toxic barrels. I like my combo to push through here because sometimes you can catch them off because they're gonna be like watching and spamming down here, and if they don't back out quickly enough, if you go through that house, you can cut them off and potentially kill some people. But again, on offense and payload, what you want to do is just keep the ball moving as much as possible. So you don't want them to be able to get the next good setup. So this is a temporary hold that you can do, forward hold that you can do. It's just like spam down from here, like have your heavy, your demo up here, have your flank out on the ground over here, have med back here, like
This is offense?
on this ramp. Yeah, no, sorry, on defense. But I was so
Okay.
when I'm saying try to break it, I have to kind of talk about the normal defensive holds. So I'm going to talk about that very shortly. If they have that hold going, where like the demo's up here, the heavy's up here, what you really need to do is work tunnel and work that lower bunker area and either spam and get your sniper in there or get a pick that forces them to move back if they're holding here. So in which case, rather than like pushing up through this, you're just maybe get air blasted back and you're not able to get a whole lot going if you do offense through here and they're doing this forward hold. In which case you want to kind of push through the frontal area and spam up from here and spam from tunnel and try to work with your sniper to get some picks that way if they're doing the forward hold. But usually people only hold there for a minute or so and then they go back to the normal hold. If they're doing the normal hold in barn, which as you know, it's going to be like up here and the gun up here, you can push in either side. Depending on what Uber ad disad is, you really want to work and push into this point when you have some sort of ad. So don't just go even Ubers, even numbers, and try to push this. It's not going to work. Like you have to work and get some picks and have some sort of advantage before you push into this bunker area. We call this barn, is what we call this one, but a lot of things are barn. So you can push up this way. This is with your combo that can be really good. Usually we like to bring our soldier in with us when we go this way. So you have like your soldier and your demo. They can push up really far without using Uber, like get up here and just spam them out. And then when they clear out the sniper from watching this, have your med just like walk up the ramp and then you can Uber into them is really strong. So you don't have to like just Uber right at the doorway. So usually as med, I kind of be like baiting myself in a corner here, just standing here trying to heal them as they spam people out, and then have the easy spam classes spamming from whatever area to force them out of this area. Then you can Uber and try to catch them off guard. Make sure you have somebody, if possible, go through this way as well to try to catch them off guard, since, again, trying to get somebody behind as you're Ubering can be really strong. So having like a quick flash of your soldier so you can jump behind them is really strong. So I think that pushing up steps when you get a lot of spam onto the combo is the best way to break this hold. I like the combo, I think, right push a little bit more, but alternatively you can push in this left way. This has gone negative a lot though, at least for like the combo, in that like the power will jump down and just like air blast you into this corner. This has happened to me where you're just getting air blasted like, oh fuck, and it's over. It tends not to happen when you go up that side, but essentially you just want to go in as far as you can without Ubering, which is really difficult because there's so many things that are going to jump and spam you and try to get that early force on you. So you just want to walk in and then again just Uber into them, Uber exchange. Keep pushing the cart and make sure when you're doing this that you remember that the cart is also the focus. So you want to try to get gun with that Uber so that way your people can push the cart through this barn. So don't just like forget about the gun and just go for frags. Make sure you do get the gun with that Uber push when you're doing Ubers through barn. That's pretty much it.
So on that note, listed, I think we should focus on the gun before you sacrifice your life over and over again
That'd
on the
be very
cart.
handy.
Yep,
Yes,
that's
so
ideal.
work
because
with
you can
VDev
like, go
until the
down
gun goes
here
down.
and like spam from the main if like their sniper's distracted and like try to do like fake pushes a different way so that way they're looking elsewhere, and then you can have people spam from the front. Like you can do different things like that. You just have to coordinate a little bit, but yeah, getting that sentry pick if possible is really strong, because then all while that's going on, people are chasing, you can just have people sit in cart and it's going to go really far, because they're going to end up, if you don't get the gun and not going to push it very far, they're going to get a small setup going. A lot of times they'll drop down on cart like right here and stop you, and then you need a whole nother Uber to push through barn again. So yeah, gun's important for this point to push. Once you cap, usually depending on how people dispersed, you can just keep pushing tracks here with your combo. You can also alternatively go through the left side and go through like these bunkers here to push up, and you can try to do a really aggressive push into the last because they might not be set up yet. and again, it just depends on how your picks go. So whether you're gonna be like just pushing cart with main and like relaxing for a little bit, or if you're gonna be pushing aggressively into left side. So usually when you for last pushing into left side, you are closer to where they are. Some teams beware do hold up here, and I can tell you that hold a little bit later on. So make sure you peek and are aware of that and are aware of where the gun is. Typically the gun's going to be up on these toxic barrels here. So again, this is another point that you really want to try to get that gun, because then you can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing this, and they have to drop down in order to stop it. And once they drop down, you're able to spam down from height advantage. So you can push up from left or right side. Left is as I said, the closest. So with Ubers, you really want to try to like not pop and get the other team to split as much as possible. So that's why I like pushing in from this side as combo. Alternatively, it's also good. This is a point that you're probably gonna have to Uber a couple of times unless you do things really wonderfully and you're just rolling the team. It's also good to push up through right side and just like push up here all the way and then Uber. Is alternatively very strong, but there's no real tricks that I know of to pushing this point, and it can be very difficult to push this last. But probably
What
wasn't very
about
good on offense. But
holds on third?
yeah, so we can do defense. Defense is better.
Should we start from the beginning or
Yeah.
skip to third?
I don't know. Do you guys? Yeah, I mean, first, I'll talk really like 10 seconds about first, I guess, defense. The only thing I would say is what every good team that I've been on has done when you're on defense on first is that you have your normal like porch hold going. It's like having your gun up a little bit more aggressively wherever you want to put it. Have it like spamming down, have your heavy out here, everybody out here. It can be really good. And as soon as they start getting close, start getting ready to cap, my demo always calls for me to rotate back here. So we end up pushing the gun back here, like behind the point to cap. And we get ready until they're close, and they have to Uber, and they get forced by like our flank and everybody else that's over here, and then from here we Uber onto them. So it's a lot more difficult to get forced when you come back here and you have the gun back here. You can stand with your ass against the wall to not get backstabbed, and then Uber from here is really strong. So you have everybody hold in here, but just have like your demo med NG and maybe pyro back here, and then Uber onto cart is really good for defense first. So just be aware of that gradation that you can have like the aggressive, slightly more passive, even more passive back here. Make sure your NG gets out. Make sure that you flash your NG if you are Ubering and he might die to get your NG out safely. NGs will, I think they usually get on drop down and just like go through the house on defense. So doing the barn hold in here can be really strong. Essentially you have your med stand in this corner. You're gonna have your demo spamming out here. You're gonna have like your heavy up here and then like having your med heal over the boxes, and then have your pyro in here. So it's actually gonna be like a classic combo hold in here, which doesn't happen on a lot of points. You have like those four in here. You can have your sniper rotating in here as needed, have your flank rotate for heals as needed. But this is a really strong hold and can be really difficult to break. You just want to prevent anything from getting inside to get a force onto your medic. If they get a force onto your medic, then you're gonna want to back out. So you back out lower. Then I usually before crossing the sniper path line, you have to ask them to spam out the sniper, and then you can cross tree. But just know that it is risky if you have to cross over to the more passive hold and you're in barn. So do it early enough that you're able to get through safely. So that's the barn defense. A lot of times the sniper will be standing here, I feel like, and then just come for a buff and then just keep shooting shit. But obviously snipers rotate, so do you. The passive hold, so your gun's probably going to be here, most likely. You can come back to this more passive hold if something goes wrong in your barn hold, or they get really close to the point and you no longer want to hold there. You can hold over here. So you can have your gun, I think if you hold it up there, you can spam it now. So I think it's not as good to hold in the upper level. I think now you want to hold it down in the ground, your gun. But if they're in defense here, it's easy to get backstabbed. It's easy for things to like come down on you and flank from behind as well without people realizing. So be careful with this, and this isn't as strong of a hold, I think, as the barn hold of holding here, but it can be good because you can aggress down onto them. You can use your Uber advantage aggressively to get the picks and forces. Like bring your flank in, and you can Uber, and they're all going to be like all in this area. You can just like, kill a bunch of things. So you can Uber aggressively. It can be really strong to do that on this point, actually. And what else do you found? Sorry, I'm trying to do quickly because my team leader is messaging me.
So in the barn hold, the sentry is up on toxic or by toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, so it's just a place to fall back to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the NG really moves it for that hold. It's just like where your combo holds.
Okay.
And you're having like your flank go all through, like hold down understill and still hold main down.
Okay.
That is that. So for defense, you can move out. Same thing. We usually try to move out through bunker, so that way you can get the forward hold going. So temporarily hold up here, as I told you on offense, spam down, but do not drop any players. This kind of allows more time for your NG to get set up in barn and like have your flank in position, and then you guys can move back. So the goal is not to like stay here for 5-10 minutes. It's just to allow time for your hold in barn to get fully set up. So once you're set up, once they start pushing, they start getting some spam on you, just back up. There's no reason to overly fight it. Somebody just call for the backup. So the classic positioning in barn, this is a really good hold. So this hold and last are the ones that you really want to make sure you get into early enough to get a strong hold going. So again, med with ass in this little corner. You're usually going to be having gun up here. Your Spencer, I feel like you put it either down here or like in the corner right by medic. You're going to be having your soldier over here spamming down because this is a really good soldier angle. So that's usually where he'll just like play this pack, and occasionally he'll just be like, yo, can I get an arrow? You'll just get arrowed and keep spamming down. You're going to have everybody else mostly holding right side, like have your scout like running down on the ground. Your pyro is going to be trolling down here. Your demo is going to be coming up slightly more aggressively to get spam onto them to deny them from peeking into the side, because you don't want the sniper to walk in here and get the shot in your med. Like this really sucks. So you want to be aggressive enough that you know that sniper cannot get over here and get that drop on your medic. When you have to just keep constant communication on what side their combo is going to be pushing in from, and make sure that you rotate your heals to match wherever they're coming from. So if they start trying to push up these steps and you notice that your demo getting hurt, you're like, and your soldier getting hurt, then I'll rotate my heals over to this side, like come over more aggressively, so you can spam down onto them and try to deny them from even wanting to walk up these steps. Same thing with if they start pushing in through your right side at this point, you want to rotate, and sometimes we'll come up and meet them up here if you know that they're committing really hard. With the Ubers, they can't get a whole lot of ground. So just good communication as far as which side they're pushing from, and go rotate and meet, and make sure that you deny main as well, and make sure sniper can't peek from there, because he can get some good picks if you don't keep an eye on that area as well. So it's like you have to constantly have people watching left, main, and right, and call that. If like somebody like your soldier goes down, that's super crucial for this left side, so you're gonna have to adjust your hold accordingly. But this can be a really good hold. Alternatively, so for getting out, you can just back out through barn sometimes, but usually you want to try to back out from the side area. I feel like I'll usually come through here as medic, and there's not really. You can forward hold here, like you can like do. I think you can still build up here. You can like put your gun up aggressively, but the last hold is so good that usually we didn't want to risk losing people out here unless like we were just rolling and it's like, oh, it doesn't matter, we'll just like waste some more time here. So you want to make sure you get into your last hold early enough, is my suggestion. So you can hold up here with your combo. It can go wrong. You have to be more coordinated to do it. I don't know if you guys know players, but like this was May's favorite hold, so that's what he came up with and had us hold was have me hold here, have the heavy hold up here. He's peeking through here, and I'm just buffing him, and then having the pyro down here to deny people from jumping in from the other side onto your combo. So and through main. So that is a potential hold that you can do, but just know there are things that tend to happen when you hold here that happen every time that's going to kill like your medic or your combo. So you have to be, you can try it out this hold, but just be aware of it and try it and practice it in scrims. If you're holding here and you know that there comes and pushing in the other side, then we immediately rotate heals up to main and meet them anyway. So again, you need to spam out main and make sure that sniper can't get in there when you're rotating heals, because you are going to be doing some rotations here. The normal place, quote unquote, normal place to hold can be by gun, by dispenser for medic, can be here, and then like walking over to meet them, to spam down this hallway, heal your sniper as he watches this hallway in your demo without peeking it. There isn't really a forward left hold to do with your combo, so mostly you're just going to be like in this main area here and just like spamming from here, which is, you know, kind of safe because you're closed off with more things, or you can try this more aggressive forward hold. But with this, just spam down cart, make sure you don't forget about the cart, and just call where they're pushing in from and rotate. And by doing that over and over again, you can like have a last hold of like 8+ minutes, and I've done that on a lot of teams, like just a really good last hold by rotating. And that's it.
So when you're doing that aggressive right hold, the flank should be on the left, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so wherever your combo is, you want the flank to be on the opposite side. Make sure they hold that down. Where was sniper? I think just holding the normal sniper angles of wherever you want to go.
Well, I want to be outside. That's
So I
where
know
wanna be.
yeah, you don't really do that though. You tend not to go outside. So there's times. So what will happen is somebody will peek out here, like most likely your demo. But it was May, so he's super crazy aggressive and has great DM, you know. So but
That's
he would peek
great.
out here, and be like, all right, yeah, we're gonna take some ground here, and he'll be like, we're gonna Uber into them. We have ad, like we're gonna do this. So we would bring your sniper in, and Meg and I would come out here with like one of our flank members and just like Uber onto them and be like, okay, see ya, and then just come back. And most of the time, like he managed to kill the medic, and so it wasn't an issue. But that's again something that you just want to practice. Like as you get into these holds, you can practice doing more stupid aggressive things if they pay off. But you want to make sure you know how to like do this hold. And so in those situations, that's when you as sniper get to come out here and you just get like free range to kill whatever you want. And it's always, every time it's like, oh, I'm gonna stay here for another 30 seconds past when I really should. So at some point, just like know that like your med or demo probably gonna have to yell at you to come back in, even though sightlines are so juicy. But that's what happens.
You know, that explains your 8-minute holds a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe.
Just a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. You're not
that's
just a sitting duck, you know, like you really have to. So like if you know that they Ubered in and it didn't work and you didn't have to use your Uber because you just kited it really well, then you're gonna have a huge Uber ad. So it's like when you feel confident, you know not how to bleed players, yeah, you can use it aggressively. It's not always the best idea.
When you're in
but...
that situation, you kind of got to play a little bit of a 5CP style and force into them.
Yeah.
Or not force, but you got to play into them and do something. Otherwise, you're just kind of sitting there letting them do what they want.
Yep.
They'll get to do what they want. Otherwise, you're just sitting there doing nothing.
And so what would happen is you'd be like, okay, we're going to aggress out. And then at some point, maybe be like, all right, get back into your spots. And be like, okay. And I just come and sit here. And that's that until the next time, you know? So that's pretty much what we did with this hold. But that is why, because it gave you easier access to get out. But sometimes, I'm telling you, being here as medic, you will get dropped at some point. It's not your med's fault. Like, shit happens. People can't watch every area. So if they do this, like, it's usually ends up being a soldier or the spy, but somebody will end up killing your medic. And just so be aware that it can be abused standing there as well.
Okay.
Oh, I have to go.
Okay.
No,
anyone? Okay. Yeah. I think we're good.
All right, just best of me. I can come back, but yeah.
I think we
First-
might have. I think we
First
have
I
some
am
here.
match tonight. Woo.
Oh, good luck.
Look,
Iron.
Iron.
I am.
Iron. No, it's iron. All right, bye.
Bye.
Peace.
So, Redev, really quick. When Brule was talking about getting someone behind them on first as they're backing out, do you think that it would be possible for you to jump back here behind the house and block them off?
Yeah, I could. I mean, it depends. I could also cut them off here because
Yeah,
this is a
either
much
way.
smaller doorway.
Like, either doorway is fine.
Yeah.
I just need to know if, like, you could quickly flip back here or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how many they've bled and if they want to do the forward hold that
Right.
Brule just talked about.
How do you guys feel about callouts? Like, did you guys have a rough idea what the callouts are, and then you want to just play scrims and then see what we need to name,
Yeah,
like
I'm
we did
pretty
with
sure I have a
Swiftwater?
solid thing on callouts.
Just don't use house all the time.
You can't tell me what to do, Sovereign.
Sorry.
That was my biggest problem. The 1 or 2 like games I played in this, I called every house, and no one knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
This
I
shit's
mean,
house.
we'll play some
This
scrims
is
and
bar.
see where we get stuck and what we don't know, and then we'll address those as it goes along. Don't forget, this is like a free map review because we don't know if Borneo is the first map or what, but we basically reviewed Borneo twice, and same with Swiftwater, and everything else we'll only get 1 week. So
Your century.
yeah,
Alright, well-
Labby, do you have any ideas of what you wanted to try with Century Holds? Or did you want to
yeah.
just run with a meta for the first scrim or something, and then try with other ones?
Well, it's up to you guys. Like,
Well, we want to do whatever you're comfortable with.
Well,
Like, if you wanted to have a teleporter behind them too, you just gotta let us know.
The thing about this particular map, which is a little bit different from Swiftwater, is the walks are so long. Is that teleporters are really important on this map for your team to get into position.
Yeah, having our heavy actually fucking being there is more important than having a scout behind, I think.
Right.
and this
which
map,
is
yeah, just there's no place for me to like sneak
exactly.
through.
Unless you're doing something like second to third, but there's no way to get behind them from second to third on this particular map.
Anyway, so
But yeah, just let us know which
Yeah.
like, at each point which one you want to try, and then for each scrim we'll try to focus on a certain hold.
But there is something in very particular I do want to show you, Abby. Come here.
Right now?
where
Yeah, come here. I've done this every single time I've played this map as a teleporter, and it's only ever been taken out by soldiers. Okay, a spy, unless he goes to spawn, he can't get it. It's the teleporter when you're on offense from attacking the last point.
This is an offensive teleporter?
It's an offensive teleporter for when you're attacked. You're on offense. Okay. So.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
You can build there? That's really fucking good. Please use
We're
that.
using that.
That's fucking
Please use that
hilarious.
teleporter as often as you fucking can.
So, Labby, how much time do you think you're gonna need to set this shit up?
Wrangle!
And there you go. That teleporter, the thing is, when we're attacking, unless they are actively peeking this, they can't do anything about it unless the spy goes back to spawn.
Yeah, and if the soldier chooses to spam the teleporter anyway, we can just have our soldier spam back at him, so...
Right. And it's a super simple one to set up that the spy really can't do anything. I mean, I don't even know if the spy can sap it. I can barely upgrade it from here.
Someone should play Spy on Red and try to sap it. I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay, guys, did you want me to go through all the placements I do on this map?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to know what you're doing.
Yeah. If you want to hop
turn
on
off
red,
the
just
sentry.
so I
Don't
kill you.
kill us. Okay.
I was just gonna spec you. That's easier for me.
I can sap
Okay,
if I jump,
you
yeah.
can, yeah. It's just really hard, and you're very obvious.
Oh my
doing
god.
it.
Fucking finding crates and shit on a room.
Delete them then.
Yeah, you have to jump off the... Sorry about that. You have to jump
Yeah.
off the staircase, not the flap part. It's weird.
And you're very obvious doing it, so if we're just
So-
sitting here...
Yeah, so it shouldn't be an issue.
I mean, aren't you obvious sapping shit as a spy anyway?
So anyway, for first hole, I just do the standard center spot, like a bit further back than normal, so it just doesn't get spammed out.
Can this
I'd
get
be like-
shot from over here? Because I can shoot through some supports down here. Let me look.
In the place I do, it's like very like just, but I'm gonna have this like wrangle like 90% of the time.
I think I can. Wait, give me 1 second. I'll switch.
I'm not sure if it can be.
I can see it, but I don't know if I can shoot through it. Okay, I spawned. Give me a second. No damage.
Nope.
Talk about that little crack
on-
under the bridge.
Quickly.
Oh, wait, I hit
damage
it.
where?
I hit it.
Do a fully charged shot on it with the Wrangler. Like,
You ready?
go point blank.
There. I did it. I did it again.
Yeah. He goes down to 167 health. From 1.
Anyway,
Anyway, so this is
Okay.
this hold.
Well, it's not bad.
Then, like,
I mean, that's
obviously-
actually. It took me like 6 shots to actually hit it, so it's not exactly easy to hit.
And
Anyways.
plus, you're gonna get spammed out.
Exactly.
Like, so here's,
I can only hit it from that one place.
Yeah, this is
Where
that
I
super
bring it
passive
back.
hold. Yeah.
Yep. And once we're being pushed back, you could do the household. I've sometimes just had my gun like round like this area here, or just
Yeah,
covering
that way,
this
if
area.
you're
and-
doing the household, you're doing a little bit of a protecting it.
yeah, if
But yeah,
you're
yeah.
in the household, I need soldier and scout and whoever else is to spare in this area.
Okay.
Because,
alright.
like,
I like to hold on corn over there.
because
Yeah.
if
I'll be with a medic and I'll be watching along.
Well, see, I think
what are we
the
calling
thing-
this building? Is it
So-
corn or?
Where are you?
this
That's
We would-
that we call the house.
that's barn.
Okay.
Oh, barn.
This?
Well, the thing
Well,
is-
someone said there's a corn picture here and I don't
Yeah,
see it.
it-
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
like-
I see it, like,
soldier.
I'm gonna call that window specifically corn. The snipers
Okay.
like to hang out.
Soldier, come to where the engineer is.
I guess it's supposed to be corn on the sign, but I have it like
Yeah, I saw this one.
disabled
Yeah.
because textures.
And you can go on that pillar there.
Where?
That's a proper dirty spot.
That's stupid.
Where is he? Oh shit.
Can you get in there?
Well, if
Yeah.
the combo's holding in here, I thought you wanted the soldier and the scout to be with you.
Yeah, I'm just in case we're doing something else. Just,
Okay.
let's throw it back. Anyway, so like if we have just the scout like and soldier just spamming around this area, make sure like people aren't getting any angles on my gun.
Okay, where's your dispenser?
Spencer, I would either have just under bridge here,
Oh, okay.
depending on how like aggressive we're holding and how good they are. I'd either put it under there or I'd put it behind like up here.
Okay.
I'm setting now.
In my frag video, you were up there and I killed you in your sentry.
Yeah, that's where Amacedia forced me to be. I
Okay, yeah.
I
Because
chose
that
to be
didn't seem
down
very
here.
lab rat to me. This is where you like to be?
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
That's a pretty good spot.
Hold on one sec.
Where'd you go?
Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I'll leave that fucking heavy hat.
Oh, he's AFK.
What about heavy hat?
Just you and that heavy hat. I don't know what it is.
I hope you guys don't mind, but I need to bail in about like 7 minutes for a 6 scrim. So I'll
Alright.
give.
Oh,
it
no,
a scrim.
yeah, it's fine. Just go over where you want to be. And
Right,
then,
so that's
that was
that's what,
basically it. Okay.
here's one of the forward holes I've tried in the past, where like where I have a gun here. Now this gun like covers like all like entrances.
Yeah.
So, depending on like whether we can do this and buy ourselves time for me to set up on the third, then this can like hold them quite a bit.
Yeah, we should make sure the sniper does not get where I am right now.
Where are you?
This does look like because the sentry gun can automatically cover all these doorways.
Except me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think main has a pretty easy spam angle.
No, actually, if you're peeking that sight line like exactly the way you, I'm not exactly sure.
Well,
It
I
might.
can go all the way back here, and I can kill everyone except for being seen by the sentry from where I am right now.
Yeah.
Anyone up there will die.
I think we need
Well-
to have somebody covering main.
Well, yeah,
otherwise
yeah,
this will
see,
get
yeah.
spam.
Oh,
Well,
I need people here, but if the sniper ever gets there, this point is moot.
I doubt that like our entire like 9 players would let a sniper
Yeah.
get there.
You would think so.
I'd hope so. Anyway, so that's like one of the forward holes we could do.
Okay.
We could try it like one time. I'm not expecting big things from it, but if it works well,
Yeah.
we could maybe implement it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Redev.
What's up?
Jump across and land on that window.
Don't fuck up.
There you go.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Really easy to get spammed right there.
Oh, I was just saying, it's one. Remember how
Yeah.
Relay was saying about the sniper walking right in?
Yeah.
Well,
Same situation. Either way.
Leave it to me.
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
guys
can
know
always
about
be on
that.
there. I set there a lot as pyro sometimes.
Oh, I thought I could get it. I thought I could get all the way across. Okay.
Oh,
Can I
no.
see? Oh no, I can't. Wait, how far can I walk? Wow, shit.
Then moving on to Labrat's trademark third hold.
Trademark.
Yes.
You know the name Second Wind's gonna be attached to everything you do now.
Good.
You like what Brule said, though, where like the last hold is so important that we need to make sure we don't lose this. So,
Yeah.
yeah. If we're like getting pushed out a lot or bullied, I do not think we should go for this at all. That's my
This
No.
this is it. Well, that's kind of obvious. If we have
Okay.
like time to set up for this, and like, so what we'd have is just the combo floating around this area here, and the flank making sure that no one gets in this area here, because this is like the one weak spot for the sentry spot.
Okay. Now,
Because
if we need to pull out, how confident do you feel, or are you that we can actually escape with the sentry and stuff to set up on
Well,
blast?
like what
Like,
I
is this gonna be
do-
one of those things where we just hold it when we can and then we retreat, or?
Well, here's the
or we
thing
stay
about
here?
that. Here's the thing I like about that spot is see where I'm standing right now is heavy.
No. Wait.
Where are you?
I'm down in B in the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you see where I'm
Like-
standing right now? If he has 100 metal, bam, he's out. He just picked it up and left right there.
Oh, okay. But
That
that would
doesn't
be
say
without
stay
being
away
rainbow.
from the
thing,
gun, though.
Actually, the thing about that gun is he could stand right here, where I am still, and he could do this hold right from where I'm standing.
Yeah, that's not going to be vulnerable to the sniper unless he gets punch racks here, and that's not going to happen, I hope, right?
Right. He is completely safe from everything except for the spy right here, and
Okay.
he could do the entire hold from here.
Yeah, I mean...
I mean,
that's
if
the-
you if you wanted to work this into our strategy, that's
Right,
fine
but
with
the
me.
thing,
We just need to be able to
it's
call
one
it.
of those. It's one of those things where if we have to back out early from that point, he can do that. We can do a little bit more time if we don't have enough.
It's for when we don't have enough to like fully hold inside there, but we have enough to have like another like line of defense.
Yeah, if we
Right.
have a chance to back out early from that hold, we should, because again, last hold is so good on this map, but I do like it overall.
Okay. Did you guys want to have like a goal, like maybe a minute to hold here, or did you want to just stay here until we feel uncomfortable?
I think staying up there uncomfortable is better, because having like a number is very
But if- Well,
static,
the
right?
thing-
Or
here's
if
the
you're
thing-
uncomfortable,
okay.
it might be already too late.
The thing,
I-
okay, the thing about these things is you can't just say until someone feels uncomfortable because like
Yeah.
you as the sniper may feel uncomfortable, but I mean the sniper can feel uncomfortable like all the time.
Yeah.
You never know. So like you have to say like, well, who feels uncomfortable? I'm the
The
heavy.
NG.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
like, you know
you
the
guys.
NG, yeah, but I mean I'm the heavy. Like
One
I
of the
can feel
combo classes
uncomfortable.
has to call it.
Exactly.
Not me.
So like,
Having our flank communicate on this too is really important, though, because if like, their flank gets too far up right side, the sentry can get spammed so fucking
right.
easy. Like,
So this is why like the flank needs to be saying what's going on in the flank, or like he's saying the engineer pulls out like.
if our
Wh-
entire
when the-
flank wipes, the entire sentry is just jeopardized. I don't know.
Exactly. So, like, when he pulls out, I'm not going to say immediately, all right, it's time to pull out, because we need to give him a little bit of time to set up on the next point.
And
Well,
like,
like when he pulls out, I give myself, like, okay, he's been out for, 20, 25 seconds, and then I'm like, all right, I think it's time to get out, because now we don't have a sentry gun. They're going to have Uber, or have Uber now. All right, it's time to get out. I don't feel safe here anymore without that sentry gun watching my back.
Yeah.
Because all they have to Uber into is me.
I've literally got like a minute left, so could I?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead
go,
to
go,
the
go,
next
go.
one.
So yeah, so like it takes a lot to take out a Wrangle sentry gun, like damage wise, and they just can't get a zapper up there unless they somehow surf a rocket up. So like that'll be there, and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
even if the sentry gun goes down, we're still gonna be in a strong hold. So like still have time to do it.
Yeah.
It's not like they're instantly gonna like take that down and directly be pushing last. They
Okay.
still have to get like all through the section, and we'll still have most of our players up, most likely. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Last.
like last. Nothing too fancy with last, just the bog standard spot on top of on the barrels.
Okay.
Solid.
All right. Yeah. So, listed are the